Hi guys, today we have Terra by Batat, the quest for Tempest Hall. These are some of the figurines from the Terra series. First we have Halldor the Raider. Halidor the Viking is a man of many legacies, but his true calling is that of a raider. Gold, treasures, silver, and gems, it doesn't matter. What he desires, he acquires it, if not by strength, but then by cunning. Through August winds, he hears a great treasure kept at Tempest Hall, a great gem the size of a man's heart. On the next full moon, Halidor plans to scale the cliffs, enter the great hall, and steal the gem. On the night he attempts, a great battle is taking place on the front gates of Tempest Hall. He takes advantage of the distraction and enters the Tempest Hall unseen. For one day and night, as the battle wages beyond the gates, he searches fruitlessly for the hidden gem within Tempest Hall. With the great battle quickly over, Halidor realizes his luck has run out and he will soon be discovered. He quickens his search and opens a final door looking for the gem, only to find a beautiful woman in green holding a scepter, upon which lies the largest crystal he has ever seen. His thoughts quickly turn from wonder to fear as he hears heavy footsteps approaching from behind. It is Razhan Mol, the unholy human dark warrior. Thanks, Halidor. Next we have Xiun, the Crystal Mage. Xiun, the Crystal Mage, ruled Tempest Hall. Her father had passed away only a few seasons earlier, leaving her prepared to rule and protect her people at Tempest Hall. He left her with 3 very powerful heirlooms: pearl wand, a scepter with a large crystal that had both the power to heal and end a life, and Tempest Hall. Tempest Hall had always been well protected with a strong army and walls that were over 1,000 years old. On the night of the full moon, it is not an army that challenges the Great Hall, but a lone warrior, Razhan Mol. Wave after wave of soldiers pour out of the gates to protect not only Tempest Hall, but Xiun as well. Helplessly, she watches the carnage of her subjects until only 20 remain to hold the gate. Xiun commands the last man to hold fast while she casts a spell. She knows the gates will not hold and she needs time. Screams are heard across the Tempest Hall as 19 men are turned to stone, and as a barrier against the door, leaving only one man to stand and watch the horror, Antuu, the captain of the guard. As the gates crack and continue to give, she casts one more spell, one that the last standing soldier will not like, but can do nothing. Once the spell is cast, she turns and runs into the highest tower to await her fate. Thanks, Xiun. Next we have Antuu the Hydra. Antuu, the captain of the guard of the temple hall, stands inside the gate shouting commands to the last 19 of his men. He has spent the last day and night watching as over 400 of his soldiers fall to their deaths trying to protect Xiun against one mighty warrior, Razhan Mol. Knowing the powers of Xiun, the crystal mage, Antuu looks up at his mistress and understands that she will do whatever is necessary to try to protect Tempest Hall. He looks at her without comprehending the meaning of her face. He turns his sights back to a few remaining men who are changed into stone before his very eyes. Even with the strength of the stone pillars that now rest against the door, Antuu can see the gate begin to crack and give way. Antuu draws his sword for the last stand against the mighty warrior Razhan Mol and looks up again towards her. This time he understands the meaning of her look. He screams and drops his sword as she turns away. Antuu closes his eyes and sees only black. A great crashing sound awakens him. He opens his eyes as he casts a glance in every direction and at last looks down at a great distance to see the warrior who has now broken through the gate. At last it dawns on him. He is no longer a lone man fighting to protect Xiun the Crystal Mage. She has transformed him. Antuu the Hydra is born. Thank you, Antuu. These are the Goblins. To the east of Tempest Hall lies the Black Hand Goblins, a gang of goblins led by two brothers, Glak the Ravager and Ganto the Cleaver. They are led by the instinct to feed and survive. The large ogre has been brought before Glak. He has been caught, bound and dragged, and is now awaiting certain death to feed and sustain the Black Hand Goblins until they go out searching for their next meal. Glak's strength lies in the fact that he is a strong leader with the ability to speak to many different races in many different tongues. The strength of his brother, Ganto, lies in his skills with his axe. These two brothers are more than savages, they are smart and cunning strategists. Standing before the bound ogre, Glak signals to his brother, and it is up to Ganto to finish off the ogre and feed their band of hungry goblins. He sees the gesture of his brother and quickly goes in for the kill. The ogre has bet his match. The revelry of the feast continues for 2 days, deep into the night to the full moon. The winds blow in, bringing to them the smell of fresh blood. Glak turns his head to the east towards Tempest Hall and sees that the light that is always burning has gone out. Ganto also notices the change in Tempest Hall, but for him, this changes little, as he hunts just as well in the dark. Glak turns to his brother and smiles. A new era is dawning, an era where they, alongside Razhan Mol's rule, will lead the new army. Thanks, Goblins. Well, thanks for watching the Quest for Tempest Hall by Terra. We've learned a little bit about the story of the great attack on Tempest Hall and met some of the characters. We've met the 2 goblins, Glak and Ganto. We've met Antuu, the captain of the guard, that has been changed into Antuu the Hydra. We met Xiun, the crystal mage, who changed Antuu and tries to protect her Tempest Hall. And we have Halldor the Raider, the Viking, who comes to raid the hall and steal the golden gems. These are just some of the characters from the Quest for Tempest Hall. Thanks for joining me, and thank you, Terra, for a great detailed figurines. Join me next time for more great toy testing from Toy Tester Tom. See you later!